Yo, what's going on, guys? It is JD here, back with another episode of the No Money Spent Road to Glory, and this is the second upload of today. So if you missed the first one, be sure to check that out. I read out a ton of your guys' comments from Saturday's two videos, so if you left a comment on either one of those, chances are you had it read out, and I discussed it in the video, and also spoke about how to make a ridiculous amount of MT per hour, which is still a viable method as of today. But I imagine it will keep going down as the week goes on. But for today, we are going to be jumping into the Spotlight Series Challenge number 6, Howard Board Beast. So we get a Ruby Jose Calderon as a reward, not too bad. 5-minute quarters, all-star difficulty. We've got to use Dwight Howard, Marcin Gortat, JJ Redick, and Hedo Turkoglu, and we've got to win the game and get at least 20 rebounds with Dwight. So I'm going to be going through that today and discussing how I'm going to be doing it. And then, of course, we need to decide what player we are going to be scoring with in this game, because Evos are so important at this point in the game. If you watched earlier's video, we made so much MT off of Evos, and we got outbid on our Vince Carter. That is a shame. So let's go and see if we can pick up another one of him. We, of course, did pick up the Amethyst CP3, so we've already got him. Should we bid on that one? Oh, wow, this one's at 15k. Surely we're not going to be able to get a massive scoop there. That would be such a good bid snipe, because his cheapest buy now is 19,000, I believe. So if we can get him for 16k, that would be very, very nice indeed. But yeah, we need to sort out who we are going to be evoing up in this game. So Dwight Howard is coming in. He needs 80 more rebounds. Of course, he's going to get 20 here today, so he'll only need 60 more, depending on how many we get. But he still needs another 350 points. But Jameer Nelson, on the other hand, has done his 200 assists, and he also needs 350 points. And the thing is, Jameer Nelson is, of course, sellable. He's tradable. But Dwight Howard is also... Oh, we got outbid at the last second. That is so depressing. God damn it. I hate you people who bid at the last second. That's so depressing. Let's see if we can get another one, because there's loads of them finishing right now. We're going to be able to get this one. We're going to get it there. Okay, 17.7. You know what? I'll take it. That's not too bad. Give me 1,000 MT back. Thank you very much. Welcome to the squad, Vince Carter. So, if we come down here to the Dwight Howard set, we now just need one more player, and that player is, of course, Diamond James Harden. And this Vince Carter does look pretty good. I haven't heard great things. Well, I haven't really heard many things about him, to be honest. I don't think anyone's really using him too much. But in terms of his stats, I think he looks pretty solid and pretty well-rounded. So I can't imagine he's going to be too bad to play with. But James Harden, 150k. He is going to cost quite a lot. Let's have a look, actually, at that Rashard Lewis. How much is he selling for? So it would actually be more beneficial for us if this pink diamond was the player we needed and not James Harden. That is actually ridiculous. But anyway, where was I? I was talking about Jameer Nelson. So the reason I want to score with him rather than Dwight Howard is because this guy at the Amethyst level is still selling for about 35k. Now, of course, he will come down dramatically because his Evo is relatively short. Like 500 points, 200 assists, that's not much at all. So if we can get like 30k for him, that would be well worth it. You think back to the Vinnie Johnson we evoed up. His Evo was 900 points from Ruby to Amethyst level. And at the Amethyst level, he only sells for 30k. So obviously, the newer Evo players that come out, the faster you get it done, the more MT you're going to be making. And I think that is one of the big reasons I want to get him done. So this is a squad we've got to use. So we've got to have Gortat, Redick, Hedo, Jameer... No, we don't have to have Jameer Nelson. We have to have Dwight, Marcin, JJ, and Hedo. I'm going to have Jameer Nelson in here, obviously, because we are going to be doing all of our scoring with this little fella. Of course, comes in at 6 foot. Not massive, but he does have 17 gold badges, and he does have a 86 driving layup and an 86 3 ball, so he's more than capable in there. And then Dwight Howard, of course, we're going to need 20 boards. So at standard, at his Ruby level, he gets 90 rebounding. Now, I would definitely recommend getting him upgraded to the Ruby level. I'm pretty sure we would have to have him at this level to be at this challenge. But he did get a plus 10 to his rebounding offensively and defensively from the Sapphire level. So 90 rebounding. And then if you come over to my coach, I have Mike D'Antoni. He gets a plus 4 to his defensive rebounding anyway. So he's got a 94 on the defensive rebounding side, which is fantastic. Now, of course, the rest of your team, you don't want any of them to be stealing any rebounds from Dwight Howard. So that is why we have got 6'7" Jared Dudley in here. And the reason we have him is come down here, rebounding, offensive, 34. Defensive, 46. He is absolutely awful. The other player I do run occasionally is PJ Tucker, because he comes in at 6'6", so he is shorter than Jared Dudley, but he does have a little bit more in terms of the rebounding and does have way better defense as well. So I think Jared Dudley is just pretty much useless on the defensive end, which is why we have him in there. Thanasis Antetokounmpo at 6'6", and then Talon Horton-Tucker coming in at 6'4". Now there are shorter players out there. I'm pretty sure people like this Brandon Goodwin is like 6'2", so we can put him in there. Obviously, I don't want to use those contracts on any of these guys. Let me just go ahead and put them on someone who I'm probably going to be using at some point. So we'll probably use Steve Francis again. Let's get a contract onto him. And then, who else want one? Baron Davis, you can take one because you are a fantastic card. So if you have lower rated cards, obviously you want to be buying the contracts on them. Like, this card is 40 MT for 5 contracts, so that's ridiculous. So we've got 6' Jameer, 6'2" Brandon Goodwin, and then we could probably get even shorter here, to be honest. Well, Taylor Horton-Tucker, 6'4". So there we go. The tallest player outfield of Dwight is 6'7". So Dwight Howard, of course, at 6'11", with his rebounding, should be able to absolutely destroy it down low. So let's go ahead and get into this game. So we're going to be matched up against Antonio Davis. Not too bad, you know, and then quite the powerful position. So again, not too big in terms of their height power forward, so it should be relatively easy. And as I read out a comment earlier in today's video, the first video of today, if you do not know how to get ridiculous amounts of rebounds, like I can get like 50 to 60 rebounds per game. It is using the quick through STS method, which is from the Nets playbook, of course. We might have to do that today. We probably will just be able to get the 20 rebounds on the defensive end and a couple offensive ones. I don't think we'll really have to force it, but I will still put on some defensive settings and some offensive settings, of course, because we've got to make sure we score enough. This is all-star difficulty against a very, very solid team. A lot of pink diamonds in there. Did they have a Galaxy Opal? I'm not so sure. I didn't really look at their team, to be honest. But let's go ahead and get our defensive matchups in. So tight on ball, tight off ball, because we are, of course, going to be off-balling with Dwight down in the paint. No help, obviously. We don't want anyone else in the lane. We just want Dwight. So we can go ahead and remove all of these, and then we're going to put in the quick through SCS play at the 4th spot down, because that is going to be your L1 button. And of course, you just want to press L1 twice, and that brings up that play. Now, my squad is obviously glitched there. I do not have Marcin Gortat at the shooting guard position. That would not be great. And there we go, it's changed. So if you go onto the play, you press triangle, we can assign that to whoever we want. So if we are struggling for rebounds, I will assign that to Dwight Howard, and that will be a way that we can get loads of rebounds with him. It'll send him running to the rim, wide open. We'll just jack up a 3, and hopefully, if the ball lands our way, we'll be able to get plenty of rebounds. But we should be able to get them naturally in this game, because we are so much bigger than everyone else on the squad. So 4 out 1 in on the freelance set. We want to push the pace, and then we want to be crashing the offensive boards. And then let's go for this quick through SCS play. We should be able to just run straight around with Jameer Nelson, which we have, but sadly Dwight Howard wasn't on the rim for that, so that's a little bit annoying. But on the defensive end, we want to stay home, and we want to run in transition. We don't want anybody else near the rim, and there we go. That is our first rebound with Dwight, 1 out of 20. Is that going to be wide open with Jameer? It is, and he is going to brick his first shot of the game. But look at Dwight Howard. What an absolute machine. So he's got his first offensive rebound of the game. Again, get out of my way. We should be able to breeze past Kyle Lowry every time. We did, but he does foul us. So it's going to be a lot easier to do that play just as an ISO with Jameer, because he is so quick at the full court offense. You pass it into Jameer off the inbounds, you call that play straight away. It creates sort of just like an ISO for him, and you can just run straight around the defender. So on the defensive end, we of course want to be shadowing off down in the paint. We don't want to be anywhere other than a couple of feet away from the rim. That's not the best shot, but they're going to make it, but that's fine. You want to let them take as many jump shots as you can. So we just press L1 twice, and that does clear out this right-hand side or left-hand side of the court for us. And Jameer Nelson is just going to be able to go really and go and miss that layup. Not entirely sure how he's managed to do that. They're going to go inside with DeMar DeRozan, but Dwight said no and absolutely rejected that one. So there we go. That is that 90 block coming in. Very effective, of course. We had a few problems yesterday with the other challenge, getting 7, and that is another board. This is going to be so easy. And Jameer Nelson is streaking down the floor. He's ahead of DeMar, and he gets inside for the layup. So we should be able to score a decent amount with Jameer Nelson here. If we are struggling, we can actually switch the play up. So he does actually pass it into someone with the play. and then, of course, gets the ball passed back to him when he is wide open under the rim. Oh, we've left Davis open quite a lot there, and we give away the foul. But 3 rebounds already with Dwight. I think this one is going to be pretty nice and easy, which is good because I think those later challenges are going to be a little bit more trying and testing. We've got one that we need 9 blocks, which is going to be very tough. There's one that we need 24 rebounds, I think. And then there's one right at the end where we need 30 rebounds. But thankfully that one is on rookie difficulty, which obviously we're going to need that to be on rookie difficulty. Jameer Nelson, again, this is just not working, is it? That Brandon Goodwin card is just sort of getting in the way of us, so we can't actually speed boost round. DeMar DeRozan with the mid-range, that's fine. You always want to let the CPU take as many jump shots as is possible. Right, we've got to switch here on Serge Ibaka. We should be able to just breeze straight past him. We do, but sadly, Kawhi, no, it wasn't Davis, came over on the help, but he still wasn't enough. 4 rebounds already. We're not even halfway through this one. Off-balling down in the paint is, of course, going to be the best way to do it. That's great defense. That is rebound number 5. And Jameer Nelson's going to come down here. We should be able to get straight past him, but we're not. We're getting double-teamed already. That's insane. Let's pass this out to Jameer Nelson, and we will actually run this play just to show you guys how you can do it. So we'll pass it in to Brandon Goodwin. Once the paint eventually gets clear, get out of the way, Horton Tucker, and there we go, he gets wide open to the rim. But obviously the way I do it originally, which hasn't been too successful so far, is a lot more quicker. You don't have to wait for the play to set up. You can just run straight round the defense as if it isn't even there. But Kyle Lowry, I guess, isn't too bad of a defender, so that might be why he is stopping us a little bit. If he's got the clamps badge, of course, that makes a massive difference. If you touch someone with a clamps badge, it basically stops you dead in your tracks. That's not a good shot from DeMar, but it is going to go in. But we're already on very much a good pace to get this done. Right, we should be able to just breeze past here because Brandon Goodwin wasn't in position, but we're just sort of running against absolutely nothing. Let's try and pass this out here. We're going to have to reset. I think Kyle Lowry is pretty decent on the defensive end, so we might just have to keep doing this for the rest of the game. But you can see there, if we are doing that with Dwight, and we have Dwight running inside where Jameer was right then, if we just jack up a 3 with whoever's got the ball, Dwight Howard is going to have a wide open rim to try and get a rebound, which quite a lot of the time he's going to be able to get. With Joe Smith, my record is 64 rebounds in a game, I think, and that was on pro difficulty. That wasn't even on rookie difficulty. On pro difficulty, I got 64 rebounds in a game, which is insane. I think if I really went for it, I could easily get 75, maybe even with some miracle get 100 rebounds. If there was a technique I could figure out, maybe get to 100. So now Lowry's out of the game. We've got Fred VanVleet guarding us. We should be able to breeze past him. I don't think as a gold card he's going to be too good on the defensive end. Like I said, I'm more than happy for them to take jump shots. The majority of the time, the CPU are not that good when it comes to jump shots. So there we go. Fred VanVleet is so much easier just to breeze straight past him. So we should be able to get about 60 points in this game with Jameer Nelson, which definitely helps towards his Evo level. And I do want to get him done today. So we can really maximise the amount of MT we're going to get for him. If we can get 30k for him, really makes it worth it doing those rookie games of domination for Hedo Turkoglu, because we made 15k per game for him, and of course it's gone hand in hand with getting him with getting Jameer Nelson assists, which is going to sell for another 30k. So there's 6 rebounds for Dwight already, and we've got Jameer streaking down the floor. That's probably going to get swatted. It hasn't. We've actually got the board, and Dwight Howard is there. Good lad. We're just going to take this one with Dwight. Why not? We'll slam that one down. Reward the big fella with some points. He is such a fun card to play with. It's just such a shame that his top tier Evo requirements are so insane. But even still, as a Ruby, he's really fun to play with. And you can see I'm just flopping there because I just want them to take shots, because as you can see, they just brick them all. We're going to get a shot here with Jameer Nelson. It's a 3, it's a full white, and it's actually gone in. So good lad, Jameer, getting that done. Right, now Dwight has his takeover. I will swap this over and show you guys what I mean. If you haven't seen my video with Joe Smith, so we've pressed triangle, we've assigned it to Dwight Howard, and of course it's going to be so much easier now that he's got his takeover. So let's just flop and try and get them to shoot early, which they eventually might do. They've gone inside to Valanciunas. He's going to greenlight that one, but that is absolutely fine. So we are going to get one shot here, getting a rebound and a putback. So it goes into Jameer Nelson. We're going to wait for Dwight to come past. He has done, and you can see exactly where the rebound's going to go. So that is how easy it is. And of course, once you get an offensive rebound, oh, look at Dwight there. Once you get an offensive rebound, you can just keep the ball out, reset the play. Obviously, you only get 12 or 14 seconds on the shot clock, but that is more than enough time to get another one in the same possession. I think the maximum I've got in one possession is 6 offensive rebounds from one possession. So that shows that it is so effective, especially when you do have the takeover. That is the best time to do it. Obviously, you can still do it when they don't have the takeover, but of course you are kind of guessing where the ball's going to land up. With the takeover, you of course can see exactly where the ball is going to go. So when he's got his takeover, you want to make the most of that. We are easily going to have the 20 here, probably by half time. That is another stop, and that is rebound numero 10. So we're halfway there, and we've just started the second quarter, and there we go. Jameer Nelson again running straight past whoever that is. I don't actually know who that is. Oh, it's Damon Stoudemire. All right, but again, nice and easy. So as long as it's not Kyle Lowry, we can absolutely breeze past Van Vliet or Stoudemire. Very nice. Alright, so Dwight has lost his takeover, but I will show you guys again that it is possible to do even when he doesn't. So we pass it in to Jameer Nelson, chuck it up as soon as Dwight gets free, and Jameer Nelson has just made that 3 on all-star difficulty. How's that gone in then? I have no idea. I'm not complaining though, because we do need the points with him, so I guess I'm happy with that, but not when I'm trying to demonstrate with Dwight. Alright, let's try that again. Let's see if Jameer Nelson is going to ruin it again and hit another 3. But of course, you do want to try and miss. You don't want to try and make them. But there we go. So that's definitely going to be a brick. We just got to kind of hope that it comes over to this way. And there we go. And we get the foul straight away. So before he gets his takeover, if I do get an offensive board, I usually just try and put it back straight away, because that really does boost your takeover meter quite significantly. And of course, then when you do actually get the takeover, that is when you really need to make the most of it. And like I said, try and get like 5 or 6 offensive boards per possession. Definitely kick it out as much as you can after you get a board. Don't just go and put it back straight away. That's probably going to be a miss, and that is going to be a rebound number 12. So we're absolutely killing it down here with Dwight. So if you are struggling on the defensive end to get these boards, oh wow, we just got that stolen while holding L2. That's a little bit depressing, but look at Dwight tracking back with the ridiculous chase down block. That athleticism makes him so fun to use. Absolutely love it. Finally, we've got a decent spotlight card that we can actually evo up. Of course, we have had Dirk, which has been a little bit underwhelming, so let's chuck this one up, and Dwight Howard again is completely wide open, and again he gets the board, and again he gets the putback. So that is number 13, where he's going to have 20 by the half, and he's got 8 points as well. We do need, what, like another 350 points for his Evo, but of course, like I said, we can't get any money from that. He is just going to be for the club, and how much are we going to use him? I'm not sure, so I definitely think getting points with Jameer is going to be the thing to do at the moment, but I will show you guys that this tactic really is so effective. And again, look, the paint is wide open for Dwight. He's there, and we get, oh wow, how's he done that then? Well, he's nearly got the steal, but 3% covered, missing the putback. That's a little bit, well, embarrassing, to be honest. But on the defensive end, again, we're just leaving him wide open under the paint. We're a little bit slow on that, but that is definitely the method to do. Right, what are we on? 15 boards, so we're really getting there. And again, you could easily end with like 30, 40 rebounds in this. So we chuck it up with Jameer. He should be kind of near to getting his takeover. We don't get that one. Kawhi soars in. It is a pink diamond Kawhi, so I guess that's fair enough. But most of the time, you're going to be getting it. Damon Stoudemire is coming inside. He's actually put it over us. That's a little bit embarrassing, not going to lie. But anyway, let's go again with Dwight. He should get his takeover if he does get another rebound. So if he does get this rebound and gets his takeover, then I will start kicking it out. There we go. He hasn't actually got it, so we will just put that one straight up. He's going to brick it. Oh my god. I thought he'd take the layup. He's gone for the close shot close. And of course, he's not the best at shooting-wise, but we'll flop inside in front of Damon Stoudemire. He'll chuck that one up, and they're going to get in front of us. That's just rude. That is just rude. But 16 rebounds now, only 4 away. So this challenge has been nice and easy. Of course, the penultimate challenge, we need 30 and 30. That is on rookie domination, so that is, or rookie difficulties. That is going to be really easy. And there we go. He's got his takeover now. So next possession, we are going to absolutely milk it. Alright, so glass cleaning takeover on Dwight. And hopefully we're going to be able to get a couple of rebounds in this possession, just to show you guys how easy it is. So there we go, that's the first one. And we're going to kick this straight out to Jameer Nelson, call the play again, give it back to Dwight, and then go straight back to Jameer, because of course you don't have too much time. That is going to be rebound number 2 in this possession, and then again, go for it again. And like I said, the most I've ever got is like 5 or 6, I think, in one possession. We're going to chuck this up again. Again, that's falling perfectly into our hands. You will start to get double teamed on pretty much everyone who catches the ball. So Dwight's getting double teamed, Jameer's getting double teamed, and of course you do need to try and get the play done pretty quickly. We are just going to have to jack this one up with Jameer, and Dwight's come far out for that. But look at that. Goodwin getting the rebound. Right, here we go. Finally, let's try and get one more before this takeover expires. and that is a really horrible rebound there, but it doesn't matter. We're at the 20 rebounds now, so there we go. We've got it done in the half, and if you guys are struggling, you can definitely use that tactic. So I'm going to change that back to being on Jameer Nelson, because I'm going to start scoring with him for the second half, and I will see you guys at the end of the game, because this one is done. Alright guys, so we are at the end of the game. We've got about 1,000 MT, and let's take a look at the box score to see who did what. So Jameer Nelson managed to finish with 78 points, which is really good for his Evo. Dwight Howard ended with 32 rebounds, which is kind of mad. He also got 10 points as well, which again is decent for his Evo. But yeah, Jameer Nelson getting over 70, that is fantastic. Of course, it is on All-Star difficulty, so you're not really scoring every time down. Like if you take jump shots, even if they are wide open, chances are you're not going to be hitting at a high rate, especially not the likes that we do in rookie and pro difficulties, but still, that is awesome. So we're going to get a Ruby Jose Calderon, as he's going to be popping up on the screen there. Probably not going to be a good card, not going to lie. Probably a card that I'm never going to use, but it's still a card that goes into the card collector level rewards, which is fantastic. So next up, we have got an all-star game against a pretty easy team. A couple of rubies, a couple of emeralds, and a sapphire. And we just got to win by at least 25 points. So that'll be nice and easy. And we just got to use Gortat, Redick, Turkoglu and Dwight Howard in that one. So that's really cool. So if we come down here and have a look at this Jose Calderon, where is he going to be? Page 2 somewhere. There we go. So 22 gold badges. That's not bad. 6'3". Comes in with floor general. Probably got dimer on him as well. Does have steady shooter. He does have dimer. He's also got downhill handles for days. So not the best badges. And then in terms of his stats, 79 driving layup, not good. 25 driving dunk, awful. But he does have a 90 mid-range and 92 3-point shot. Great passing, great ball handling, awful defense, and pretty bad speed. So that is a card that will never, ever get used. But while that game was going on, I did actually have some thoughts. So if we come down here to our man Jameer, we're at 230 points now. So we are 270 points away, which isn't bad. That's like 2 games of rookie domination. And then Dwight, we are still like 350 away. But I had some thoughts about this Hedo Turkoglu. So his Evo from Ruby to Amethyst, he needs 900 points, which is fair enough. But he also needs the 200 assists. Now, let's see how cheap he's going. So he's already down at 85k, so he's coming down by the minute, which is kind of mad. So straight away, that's making me seem like I really don't want to actually put that much time and effort into this card. His Ruby still selling for around 20k by the looks of it. So if you do this method of Sapphire to Ruby, you're still going to be getting about 20k. Again, a couple for 19k, so his price is slowly coming down. But yeah, we could go into Rookie Domination with the Jameer Nelson and Hedo Turkoglu and use Hedo to get his assists while getting the points with Jameer. So we'd get Jameer done in 2 games. We'd get 100 assists pretty much with Hedo. And then we can do another game of him, getting 2 lots of 50 assists for another 2 games. And we can use Joe Smith and get another, like 300 points on this guy. So he'd be close to his Evo as well. We'd get the rebounds done as well. That'd be nice and easy. And then it would just be a case of getting the 900 points, with Hedo for his Evo. So is that worth it? I'm not too sure. That's another like 6 games of getting 150 points. So 6 games plus all the ones we're already doing for a profit of like a 60k, I want to say, because that's how much we could. The difference between the Ruby and the Amethyst is about 60k. Is it worth it for 60k? You know, 6 games can take probably about 3 hours. You can get through 2 games per hour. It's a lot of work. Not gonna lie, it is a lot of work, but. We need to make MT, you know, that's what it comes down to. We need to make MT, and Evoing cards is the best way. We need to get up to, Jesus Christ, 170k now for James Harden. That is insane. But yeah, I'm going to have a think about it. I might also just jump into some triple threat offline. So with this Jameer, obviously we can score 20 points per game. So we probably need to play about 10, maybe 15 games with him. And of course, that would put us right next to Diamond Jamal Crawford. So that could be a more interesting way of doing it and getting us towards another really good reward. So I'm going to have a think about this. And by tomorrow, you guys will know what I've done because I'll show it in the video. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's 2 videos. Of course, any comments you leave in either this video or the video from earlier today, I will read out tomorrow in tomorrow's upload. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. And as usual, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace.